Hello, my friends. We're back for another E3 2019 live stream today, tonight, wherever you may be in your day, place, part of the world. We've got Square Enix. Now, this is the big one. This is the best time slot, as stated by pretty much everybody that's in the game journalism world. This is the primo time spot. Now, it's important to know that this time slot was given up by Sony, right? This is usually when Sony would go. Monday night, big time slot. Square Enix has taken it over. So, big things. Final Fantasy VII. We already know of a release date that they revealed at their concert during the, I believe it was the Kingdom Hearts concert last night, with Sunday night. That would be June 9th. And then we know that they've got other things planned. Kingdom Hearts DLC, most likely planned. And obviously, the one we can't all stop thinking about, we need to know more about it, is the Avengers game. What is this game? This Avengers game that we know nothing about. I'm super pumped for it. I'm hoping it's some sort of third person, don't kill me, open world-ish type game. I don't want it to be purely linear, but I also don't want it to be like Witcher style open world unless the developers really know what they're doing, and there's very few developers that can pull that off, mind you. So we're still waiting. We still got a little ways to go before the Square Enix actual press event kicks off. So we're just gonna hang, you know. Yes, live it. It's happening tonight. We've got the big reveal of the Avengers game. That's why I think everybody should be tuning in, whether or not it's on this stream or some other stream, hopefully this stream, because this Avengers game is going to break the internet, at least for a day or two. So I'm super pumped about it. I cannot wait. Cannot wait. I love this venue. It's a really cool venue. It's, I don't know what the actual theater is in LA, but it's a really cool theater. If you notice, the chairs are all like couches. It seems really club-esque. I really enjoy it. So yeah, I think we talked about Final Fantasy VII. We obviously got a release date for that. Kingdom Hearts, there's probably gonna be some sort of DLC or variation. I think it's called the Remix. Was teased a while ago. We got the Avengers game. I'm trying to think what else was in our, because we did a whole video on this. I gotta look back at my notes what the other big Square Enix thing is gonna be. Let's see here. Five things. Square Enix. Avengers got that. Oh, Babylon's Fall. That was a game that was revealed last year, sort of post-apocalyptic.
Welcome to Square Enix Live. Please
Square
take
Enix.
your seat. The show will begin in 10 minutes.
So Babylon's Fall was a game teased last year by Platinum Games Studios, and it's some sort of post-apocalyptic melee combat-centered game. So that could be really cool. Hopefully, they're gonna present something. They've been super quiet about that game, so it's hard to say. Jake, it's gonna be probably at least an hour and a half, if not 2 hours. This is the last event of the day, and this is the big time slot, so I think it'll go for quite a bit of time. So we got Babylon's Fall, and then Dying Light. Oh, duh. Obviously, we're going to see some Dying Light 2, which is going to be awesome. Super excited about Dying Light 2. But I mean, honestly, this is all about the Avengers. This is all about the Avengers game. 100%. Oh, dude, I hear you. So I was sitting there during the Ubisoft. We were all going nuts in Discord during the Ubisoft one, because it kind of just like ended with that what is it, monsters and magic or mythology or whatever the heck it was called, and then it just like done, and we were all just kind of like, what? I have a really deep philosophy on presentation, and I understand that it's based on the company and they want to showcase their products, but you know, like yesterday's Bethesda one, you know, if you're presenting and you don't believe in what you're presenting, it's just gonna be Listen, man. You're the king of the animations. You're the best animator I know. So, what would you charge for it? Oh, I wish I could make some coffee. I'm just going to keep working here. We still got 7 minutes here. I'm trying to help Nixon out with one of his videos. So just, I'm going to keep working. And let me know if something exciting happens. And I'm just going to talk about whatever's on my mind. Nixon's doing a deep dive at the, with the Minecraft Dungeons trailer. So I'm super excited about that one. He's going to do a good job with that. Can't believe it's already the 10th of June. Yeah, I mean, this is the first time in a long while that it's felt like we actually get a spring. And I know it's technically summer now, I think, but at least in Connecticut, it's like 75 degrees and sunny. It's not 90 degrees. And I mean, Livid, you're in New York, you get the kind of same vibe. It's like, it's not overbearing, which is really nice, which I just enjoy quite a bit. I was outside all weekend, had a softball game this weekend. It was just perfect out there.
Good evening. Welcome to Square Enix Live. Please take your seat. The show will begin in 5 minutes.
Is it Square Enix? How did Square Enix? Square Enix? She's saying it really strangely, I think. Square Enix, right? Or am I just putting too much emphasis on the E? Oh, very cool. I love a good birthday party. Nixon, if you're listening to the stream, I'm just letting you know I'm changing your number 7. So technically from a game that's a top-down is not a third-person perspective. It's a top-down perspective. Just letting you know, my friend. Square Enix. Henix. I mean, it's just 9 of our closest friends. It's no big deal, man. You're fine. You're fine. I mean, I'm down to play it. You know what I mean? Yeah, yes. I called your parents and notified them of the mistake.
Welcome to Square Enix Live. At this time, please remember to silence your cell phones and avoid any flash photography. Thank you. The show will begin shortly.
All right. Well, I got to number 11, Nixon. I still got a ways to go. I do enjoy this music. This is a lot of fun. All right, I'm focused. I'm here. We got a minute left. I'm here to talk about Square Enix. Square Enix. I even wore my maroon sweatshirt instead of my boring gray one. I was trying to change it up today. And of course, for anybody that cares, rocking our yard goats, our hometown heroes, the only sports team we have in Connecticut. Our minor league baseball team. I mean, Sang, I'm really trying to shake it up. You know what I mean? Showcase my personality with my maroon sweatshirt. One day, my dream is that the Game Gears is sponsored by Champion. I'll just wear every single one of their sweatshirts. I'll just rotate it in and out. That's going to be my thing. Oversized, comfy sweatshirts. I know it's super lazy, but I'm okay with it. Oh, it's a lot of fun, Fraser. Oh, yeah, we found out that Fraser and I literally coexist within the same, 5-mile radius of each other. Here we go. Really showcasing those clouds. I love it. Okay. Anticlimactic, but here we go. Is this Final Fantasy? Oh, there it is. Yeah, it. The clouds. Oh, boy. Sweet. Here we go. Deep in thought. Oh, yeah. That sword is just not proportional whatsoever. Unbelievable. So ridiculous. The title still gets me. Why call it a remake?
Please
I wish they would come up with something
Yoshinori
snappier.
Kitase, producer, Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Oh, maybe it's just me. Ooh, turn his mic on.
大変嬉しく思います。
There it is.
22年間の時を経て、あのキャラクターたちが非常に美しく、さらに魅力的になって帰ってきました。
I am very happy to be able to introduce this long-beloved title once again. After 22 years, the familiar characters we love have returned while becoming more beautiful and captivating than ever before.
今まで応援し続けてくださっているファンの皆さん、長年のサポートありがとうございます。大変お待たせいたしました。新たなる冒険へと共に踏み出すことを非常に楽しみにしております。
To our longtime fans, we thank you for your support and patience over these years, and we look forward to embarking on this journey together.
FF7 をリメイクするにあたって、ファイナルファンタジー7の世界観やキャラクターたちをより深く今回は描いております。ファイナルファンタジー7リメイクプロジェクトの最初の作品となる本作では、ミッドガルのストーリーを広大にかつ緻密に語っております。またゲームデザインも今作用に最適化しておりまして、
Again, I totally understand what's happening. I just feel like it kind of sucks the life out of the room, especially right out of the gate. You know what I mean? But
Remaking Final Fantasy VII has allowed us to dive much deeper into the world and its characters than ever before.
It's a presentation
The game design
thing.
was optimized for this title as well, and we anticipate 2 Blu-ray discs worth of gameplay content.
Blu-ray discs? Who's using Blu-ray
The
discs?
first game in this project expands on the story of Midgar and is such an elaborate retelling that it has
I
become
suppose
a
Sony
solid
people. I
standalone
get
game
it.
in its
I
own
know
right.
it's a PlayStation thing. I get it.
これからご紹介する映像およびゲームプレイで、ファンの方の、期待を決して裏切らない皆さんのね、よく知っているFF7 に再会できることとなります。
Through the content we are about to unveil today, and through all that we have yet to unveil, we will not disappoint your expectations. Your reunion with the Final Fantasy VII you know is near.
それと同時にですね、当時を知らないゲームファンの方は、全く新しいね、ファイナルファンタジーと出会うことになります。
To newcomers who never played the original, we present to you a completely new Final Fantasy and a perfect starting point to explore the world of Final Fantasy VII.
Please welcome Neil Pabone, Senior Manager, Product Marketing, Square Enix.
はい、本日はですね、ニールにゲームプレイを紹介してもらいます。
So, Neil is here to introduce you and walk you through gameplay.
Thank you, Katase-san. All right, everyone. Let's mosey.
Let's do it. Okay. Oh, fancy dip to black. What's happening?
Gameplay system
Here we go.
that merges real-time action with strategic command-based combat. For starters, each press of the square button is a swing of Cloud's Buster Sword.
Nice.
Cloud attacks, dodges, and blocks all in real time. His standard attacks do some damage, but they barely scratch the surface of Cloud's true potential. Succeeding on the battlefield requires much more than just hacking and slashing. Cloud needs to be tactical. He needs ATB. 2 ATB bars are displayed in the lower right. These fill up slowly over time, but fill much faster as Cloud lands standard attacks.
I love the switch to real-time combat.
Once ATB
I mean, such a
bar is
great
full,
transition
you can
for
enter
them. Obviously, a
tactical
much
mode,
needed one.
where
But
time slows to a crawl, and you have the opportunity to choose actions from the command menu. Katase-san, I've had the pleasure of seeing quite a bit of the game, but tactical mode never gets old for me. I could just sit here all day long and watch this beautiful slow motion action.
観客の皆さんはね、おそらくね、他の部分ももう少し見たいのではないかと思いますが、皆さん。
that is really cool, the
I
tactical
think the
mode.
audience would like to see more. Isn't that right, everyone?
Fair enough. Good point. Good point.
Yeah.
Well, once in tactical mode, you can choose to perform various abilities, such as Cloud's Braver attack.
Nice.
Using an item in battle will deplete an ATB charge.
Yep, Amir,
and
it's
if
Final
Cloud has
Fantasy
the right
VII, the remake.
materia equipped and enough MP, he can use ATB charges to cast spells. Of course, this being a remake, we're sure to see some familiar faces. With the use of his iconic gun arm, Barrett is able to target enemies at a distance. Barrett's standard attacks generate ATB charges similar to Cloud, but his abilities are entirely different. Switching between characters in combat is done with a single button press, which makes rotating through party members a snap. Speaking of other party members, Katase-san, when are we going to see Tifa in action?
I mean, everything looks great so far.
Soon.
All right. Characters will continue to fight even when you're not controlling them directly, but it's up to you to choose how and when ATB charges are used. You can maximize your effectiveness by switching between characters or issuing commands to characters with full ATB bars. Every enemy has a focus gauge that fills up as you do damage. When the gauge is full, the enemy becomes staggered and you'll deal bonus damage. Tactical mode evokes a command selection.
I hope your allies don't just kind of wail away mindlessly.
While taking the time to think
That's what I kind of worry about with this.
For players who prefer fast-paced action, abilities and spells can be bound to shortcuts for immediate execution. Shortcuts make combat extremely dynamic, but the choice of using them is entirely up to you. Right, Katase-san?
そうですね、プレイスタイルに合わせて楽しめるゲームになっておりますので、ぜひご期待ください。
That's right. The game has been made so that you can choose how to play. I hope players get excited about this.
Well, that's
really
a
good.
Introduction to combat in Final Fantasy VII Remake, and we look forward to showing you a whole lot more in the coming months. For now, let's see how Cloud and Barret do against a more formidable foe.
God, the yelling is back. Holy moly.
You double-crossing! Heads up. What in the hell?
Nice.
Hey, how the hell do we fight this thing?
It's got reinforced armor plating, but the internals can be overloaded. Lightning magic.
Looks so good. The combat just looks incredible. The camera right here, really low camera, I guess so you can see the name. But
Should I be worried?
obviously it's a freeform camera, from what I can tell. Is there no target lock? There it is. I was waiting for target locking to become a thing. Even still, the target locking seems kind of weird.
I ain't gonna get away. Oh yeah! Time for some hardcore payback.
Going all out.
The hell is that?
A barrier? Never seen this defense system before.
Thought you were the expert.
So what's your
Oh boy.
plan, genius?
It's my time to shine.
Oh boy.
About damn time.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the camera. That's my only thing right now. This really low angle is kind of killing me. But I suppose it's better than staring at nothing.
Focus on that core.
Oh, now he remembers. Don't keep me waiting in suspense next time.
Take him down.
This is now.
Big old missiles.
Damn it. Need to heal up soon. Watch the tail. You don't want to be hit by that laser.
So, what do we do?
Don't get hit. Take cover behind that debris.
Fuck on this!
Strike now before it fires again.
Yeah, Final Fantasy's not my cup of tea personally. I know Sang is really big into it. I'm sure there's a couple other people in the chat that are into it. It just never was my thing. I mean, it looks great, like real-time combat, obviously super deep, rich universe, but
Find cover and hunker down.
I mean, great looking boss. Mechanics are interesting. Interesting enough. Multi-phase fights, cinematic cutscenes between phases. I mean, it's all good stuff. Oh boy.
An auto repair unit. Damn it. We gotta take it out quickly. Going in. You're as good as dead.
Nice. I mean, it looks good. It looks really enjoyable. It really does. Looks good.
You hear that? Damn thing showed you how it's done.
Come on, we've got to move.
Please welcome Tetsuya Nomura, director, Final Fantasy VII Remake.
It was okay. I can't really tell because without playing it, it's hard to know exactly if I would hate it or love it, but it was a little low for my liking. Like I saw some of the items in the foreground got in the way.
It is an absolute honor to have you here. Katase-san, how do you feel working with Nomura-san once again on Final Fantasy VII Remake?
はい、彼とはですね、原作の FF7 以降、何作もね、一緒にね、その後も仕事はしてるんですけども、今作のようにね、再びね、ディレクション、キャラクターデザイナー、そしてね、ストーリーとね、がっつり組むのはまた久しぶりなのでね、22年前と全く変わらない熱量でね、今作でも取り組んでいる姿を見てね、私も正直ね、喜んでいます。
Since the original Final Fantasy VII, I've worked with him on many titles, but it has been a while since we've actually had him work so heavily on a project like this, from the direction to character design to the story. And I'm really happy to see him working on this title with the same passion that he had 22 years ago.
Not gonna lie, I'm not a translator, but that is really impressive to be able to translate verbatim and recite that back. That's like 3 paragraphs worth of text. I'm sure she has a script in front of her, but still.
そしてですね、皆さん今日初めて、プレイ画面を結構長めに見たと思いますが、おそらく想像してたものとは少し違ったんじゃないかなと、思っております。
So first and foremost, we wanted to extend our gratitude to those who have been waiting so patiently and have been supporting us for such a long time until now. And also,
you can see her look down occasionally at the script
right now, and we barely showed you a good bit.
でですね、そういうわけなので、皆さんぜひ触れてみたいんじゃないかなと思いましてですね、実際に、触ってみたいですかね。
And I was wondering, do you guys want to actually play the game?
ということでですね、明日から開催されます E3 のですね、スクエアエニックスブースの方で、セブンリメイク、プレイアブル出展していますので、ぜひ機会のある方は、触れてみてください。
So we actually have playable demo kiosks available at the Square Enix E3 booth. So I hope you have the opportunity to try it out.
No, I mean, obviously, Square Enix makes great games, and they care about their games.
それではですね、最後に、皆さんにご覧いただきたいものがありますので、ぜひ、昨日はですね、コンサートの方でショート版のトレーラーを、公開しましたけども、今日は
Now, like Star Citizen, right,
ご用意してますので、ぜひご覧ください。
So finally, there is something that we wanted to show you. Yesterday, we showed you a short version of a trailer at the Final Fantasy VII concert. But today we have a longer version.
Nice.
それではお願いします。
All right, please take a look.
Their visuals are always just stunning. I mean, just stunning. Granted, obviously a little anime, a little cartoonish, and the eyes and things like that, but still. Oh, of course, Jacob. Of course. More of a
Call themselves Avalanche
observation than anything else.
You can have it.
Vehicle
For saving
combat.
my life. You think he's a keeper?
Oh my god. Y'all gotta look at the bigger picture here. Nothing worth fighting for was ever won without sacrifice.
Help me!
Crowd. Oh man.
Have you been a good girl?
I heard you're having second thoughts.
I know we have to think big if we're going to make a difference. But not like this. I just...
Eggs and
I
chips.
feel trapped.
I was thinking the same thing, Shale.
My turn.
It said eggs and chips in the bar. I was like, what? Eggs and chips? Saying, is there some story there with that female character that I don't know about? Like, why all the people are going nuts about her fighting? Tifa, huh?
Got you now!
You're not real. You're Cloud. I have a favor to ask of you. Run away. You have to leave. You have to live. You bastard! Hold on to that hatred.
It looks good. I never played the original one, but if I had a PlayStation, I would definitely play this one. Unfortunately, we'll just never buy a console for one game. That's the only problem with me. It's just, I'm a PC boy, you know what I mean? That's not happening. Unless Sony sends me one. I gotta take a trip to Texas. I'll play it on your PS4. Alright, we're definitely somewhere else now. Life is Strange? Possibly? Yeah, Life is Strange. Never played this one either.
Hey, just the son I wanted to see.
I know what happened with you guys in Seattle.
All they just need to cut the audio from the crowd, right? Their mic in the crowd, just cut that for the streams and stuff.
Ready when you are, young master.
Oh my god, this is so exciting. Oh my gosh.
I love the setting. It's so beautiful, man.
I'll tell you, I think there's some hope that I would play in like a game like this. Like I loved Firewatch, it was one of my favorite games. I know it's different, but
As long as we're together.
I want to see what his power can do.
Come on, Daniel. You got this.
Starting to be able to control his powers.
Oh no.
No, I shouldn't do this.
Stop it, you crazy?
On the ground, now. Oh.
Oh my god.
I miss Dad.
I'm so sorry, Daniel.
I'm really glad I got to meet you.
It's the same for me.
Bro hug.
What a nice dude, man.
It's the puppy! The puppy!
We got a puppy!
Daniel! Come on!
Run!
Yeah, they never should have done that.
Do it, Daniel! Now!
Well, you know, it's hard when they already have YouTubers in there.
God damn it.
Stop, Daniel! I said stop!
Don't grab me!
That was so intense.
It's my power, not yours.
What the?
No, that's the ending, isn't it?
This game is awesome.
It's cool if you like that sort of emotional journey type game. I mean, I know it gets rave reviews. It's just not my type of thing. It's kind of creepy.
From ages long ago, miasma has blanketed the world.
All right.
Crystals keep the deadly miasma in check.
This looks like a mobile game.
Power is not eternal. These are the chronicles of brave young adventurers who journey to protect their home. These are the Crystal Chronicles.
There you go, Livid.
If we had no crystals, miasma would consume us all, correct?
Never did I imagine that it could be so bright.
In online multiplayer mode, caravan with friends wherever they may be. Keep the adventure close at hand. The journey now unfolds on smartphones.
Yeah, I knew it. You can tell right off the bat.
Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered Edition. This winter, embark on a new journey once more.
The journey begins!
You know what? It's so funny. I bought the Switch and I still haven't picked up this game. I definitely think I will when it's like $30, if it ever. I don't even know if Nintendo reduces the price of games, but I did want to check out this one.
This world is full of mysteries.
Prepare yourself! I will not lose to you!
Do you not have phones? It's just, it's not that they shouldn't present them. It just shouldn't be on a main stage, in my opinion. You know, smaller things, sure. On their YouTube channels, on their social media, sure.
Let's end this, shall we?
My brand, I'll strike you down.
I'm ready for you!
This is our chance!
Octopath Traveler.
Octopath Traveler. Oh, rip Club Penguin, man. That's harsh. Man, they're just going from trailer to trailer now. Okay, cool. They're just cruising now. They're just boom, boom, boom. Yeah, we were all making fun of the clouds now. We look like a bunch of idiots.
It's bigger! It's better! It's the one, the only, the builder of the game!
Oh,
It's
Dragon Quest Builders.
2! The children of Hargon, the vile cult that worships destruction, has outlawed the building, cooking, and creation of all things, and captured the builders. All hope seems to be lost until you, a young apprentice builder, manages to escape the clutches of evil. washed up on the deserted shores of the Isle of Awakening, and with the help of your spirited and mysterious companion, Malroth, it is up to you to doff your mallet and club.
Doff your
unravel the
mallet and
riddles of this
club.
land, and defeat the hateful children of Harkon.
I will never remember half the words you just said.
Travel the diverse islands and discover your true potential as a master builder. There is a land of adventure with many islands offering unlimited building combinations. You will have to master new crafting skills on each island, with more to do and even more to create. Everything in Dragon Quest Builders 2 is much, much bigger.
Yeah, Dragon Quest
Build
Minecraft,
huge
pretty much.
structures in a larger world with more variety and options than ever before, and with a little help from the eager islanders. The world is humongous, and you'll need your wits about you to get around. Run across open fields and explore ruins, treacherous mines, and spectacular castles. Dive into the watery depths to discover hidden treasures. Climb the highest mountains to catch the sunset, and glide home to rest up for your next day of adventure. But beware. Monsters roam this land and will need to be dispatched with cunning composure. Luckily, accompanying you on your quest is the enigmatic Malroth, an aggressive amnesiac with a fondness for fighting foes. Use powerful attacks on the battlefield to take down monstrous beasts. Work together with your villagers to till soil, plant seeds, and raise a multitude of crops.
Like, there are so many aspects of this that I'm interested in, and then there are so many aspects of it that I'm not interested in.
Harvest anything from the humble cabbage and wheat to tantalizingly tasty tomatoes.
I know. I hear ya.
Big projects require big help. You and 3 friends can team up online to build anything you can imagine.
Granted, you know, these are all the things we knew were coming, so hopefully there's some new stuff coming at the back end of this that should get us pretty excited.
The only limit is your imagination, so call on your friends and build your fate together. The road you build is paved.
Textures
with
are cool.
peril, young builder.
The lighting is really neat too.
Only you can defeat the children of Hargon. Bring an end to destruction and save the world in Dragon Quest Builders 2!
Yeah. I mean, it's a really popular game. Again, only PS4. You know what I mean? Feels like a PC game, feels like a Switch game. But that's the Square Enix way. Here we go.
Old Luminary. Yggdrasil's chosen. Well,
Oh, okay. That's cool. Dragon Quest 10, I think it is, or 13, coming to the Switch. That's sweet.
Know this. The Luminary is the root of all evil and will bring naught but misery to our realm.
Yeah, for the Switch, definitely. I believe, if I remember correctly, I didn't cover this in any way, shape, or form. I believe this game actually got decent ratings.
Do not lose heart. Do not look back. Remember, you're the Luminary. We believe in you.
Oh, 11. I'm an idiot. Good game. Awesome to have it for the Switch. It definitely looked and felt like a Switch title all the way through. Ported to the Switch. Man, they really are just cranking these out now. Give us something new. Come on. Okay, a service thing. Go away. Atia, never played it, never heard of it. The Turning Test. Black the Fall, never played this one either. Children of Zodiac, Tokyo Dark, nope. This is the problem with the indies, unfortunately. Love the indies. There's just so many of them nowadays. I did try out Boundless. Nixon and I played Boundless for a little bit. This looks cool. Some nice renders.
Hello everyone, this is Carolina.
Alberto and Carlos Mastreta.
Oh, those weren't renders. I was like, wow, that was so great.
Fans from Mexico, and we're the founders of Original Fire Games.
Over the last few decades, we have seen a fascinating evolution in racing games. And nowadays, you can drive almost any type of car on amazing recreations of the best tracks in the world.
However, we believe it's time to try something different. We want to do this by reviving a style that pioneered racing games decades ago.
Our game mixes top-down racing with a classic, sharp arcade look and tactile driving physics, which brings together a whole range of styles and eras of motorsport.
We are delighted to share this moment with you.
And show a sneak preview of our game, which Square Enix Collective will publish in 2020.
Join us for the ride, and see you again soon.
Yeah, it looks pretty nice. It definitely has like a charm feel to it. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting, right? That kind of like arcadey style game, but with a little bit more sophisticated graphics. Circuit Superstars. Could be fun. Coming to all systems. I haven't checked this out. I saw somebody streaming it the other day, and I wanted to check it out. I think it's Battalion. Yeah, Battalion 1944.
Classic competitive first-person shooters.
Old school World War II.
Quickly coordinate strategies with your team on the fly, whilst keeping your movement nimble and your aim precise if you hope to beat out the competition. There are multiple game modes for you and your team to dive into. Test your skills in domination, capture the flag, or team deathmatch. And
it seems like, I forget, what's the Valve World War II game? I can't remember off the top of my head.
Is fully integrated into the game, bringing world-renowned competitive matchmaking.
Oh, maybe it was Shroud I saw. I just saw the tag on the left side of the screen. I didn't click on it. I bet he dominates in a game like this. No, it wasn't Enemy Territory. What the heck was it? It was the Valve one. Valve made their own World War II first-person shooter.
And unlock visual customization rewards. Each season will bring challenges for you to complete and medals to unlock, whilst tracking your in-game accomplishments and providing you with an easy way to compare them against
It's
your
so weird looking at something like this after, you know, a decade of Call of Duties and Battlefields that it's just like, yeah, of course they're going to have stats that I can look up. Of course you're going to have gun skins, you know what I mean?
Precision with the Mosin Nagant, and a whole host of new weapons just as deadly as their owners.
It's all about the gunplay. The gunplay's not good.
A range of environments to test your skills in, and a variety of weapons at your disposal. Play as a team and compete.
Graphics look pretty good.
Top of the leaderboards. Available now on Steam.
Yeah, looks good. Might check it out. And we're going right into the next one. Did I say Square Enix music? Huh. Literally a music app to play Final Fantasy music and stuff? Funny. This is a funny ad. I'll give him that. Really? Their own music streaming service. Okay. Oh, okay. You can listen to it on the other platforms. I got it. I was like, they're coming out with their own platform? Yeah. I was confused for a second there. Yeah, I seriously was baited there. Saying this one's for you, man. No idea what's going on, but I assume it's awesome. Again, put this on the Switch. Port it to the Switch, please. Anywhere. Put it somewhere that's not just a PlayStation. But I get it. Console exclusives. I understand. Remind. I was close. I thought it was called Remix. Well, I don't have an Xbox either. Put it on the Switch or put it on PC. Everything should be on the PC.
Producer and director.
Shale, this one's for you.
14 online.
And Cammy if he's here, but I doubt he is.
Hi guys! Hi guys! My name is Naoki Yoshida, producer and director of Final Fantasy XIV. 今日はですね、すみません、短い時間ですが、僕からはいよいよこの7月2日発売となるファイナルファンタジー14拡張パッケージ第3弾漆黒のヴィランズの紹介をさせていただきます。
So we'd like to take a little bit of your time to show off Shadowbringers Final Fantasy XIV's third
Shale, you're going to have to
pack,
walk us
which is
through this whole thing.
On July the 2nd.
2013年に新生オルゼア・レルムリボーンが発売されてから、6年が経ちました、なんと世界で累計登録アカウント数1600万を突破し、なんとこのですね漆黒のヴィランズの発売を前にして
It may have been a waste of time, but here we are watching Square Enix's one. It's in the past.
これらは全て世界中のプレイヤー光の
Shale, I feel like Livid Lion would have something to say about that with Elder Scrolls.
お礼申し上げます。
It's been 6 years since the release of A Realm Reborn in 2013, and over the years we have surpassed 16 million total registered users. Plus, we have reached the highest number of active subscribers in history, in its history, before the launch of Shadowbringers. This is all thanks to our players, our warriors of light.
Wow, can't compare. Those are some fighting words, man. Not for me. I'm not going to get into it. I'm just saying, those are some fighting words.
1本分のボリュームとそしてゲーム体験をお届けしたいと思います。
We view Shadowbringers as more than a simple expansion pack, but as a new game filled with
Shale, get in the chat with me. Come in voice chat with me.
Comparable to a brand new standalone RPG title.
また新ジョブであるガンブレイカー、それから踊り子、新種族のロスガルとビエラなど、これからファイナルファンタジー14を始める皆さんにも多数の新規の要素が。
Oh, the Gunbreaker!
Shale's here. Shale's going to walk us through this one.
Those who have yet to play Final Fantasy XIV, including 2 new jobs, the Gunbreaker and the Dancer, as well as 2 new playable races, the Frothgar and the Viera.
How many jobs does that make it, Shale?
ぜひファイナルファンタジーシリーズの最新作として
Discipline of Hand and Land?
7リメイクの
I don't
発売
know. You tell
2020
me.
年3月3日までの間漆黒のヴィランズをお楽しみくだ
Jobs
さい
are like the classes,
We're
right?
excited to bring Shadowbringers as the latest installment in the Final
Almost
Fantasy
17,
franchise
18.
for our fans to enjoy.
That's insane.
At least until 2020 March 3rd, when Final Fantasy VII Remake comes out.
それではいよいよ7月2日、ローンチとなりますが、この場で世界初公開となるその漆黒のヴィランズのローンチトレーラーをご覧いただこうと思います。
We are pleased to bring a world premiere of the launch trailer for Shadowbringers releasing on July the 2nd.
Please take a look.
This better be good, Shale. Alright, hit his head. Everything's purple.
Well, if it ain't the oldest joke in the book.
The Warrior of Darkness.
Hell did we last have a dark night? Over 100 bleeding years ago. That's when.
In that chaotic no man's land between realms, time and space roar and blend in.
This is way too heady for me.
What Urianger saw was the future.
Ooh, he saw the future, Shale.
No, we're going to a different world.
Oh, is that what this whole campaign's about?
Yeah.
So is this Warrior of Dark a new role as well, or no?
So it's kind of like an alternate timeline or an alternate like world.
Okay.
So the Warrior of Darkness is the hero of this part.
Gotcha. And I assume all these dark creatures are new to the universe.
The eternal light of these creatures has confounded us for nigh on 100 years. For each we have put down, another has risen up in its place, born of the self-same ether, relinquished by its predecessor.
That's the Dancer new class. It's a ranged DPS.
The one with the two little like circle blades there.
Yeah.
Dancer is obviously a staple Final Fantasy class.
That's of all three.
Ooh, that guy is big.
Sin Eaters are part of Yulmor's society, but they must be fed with ether. Living ether.
That's the Gunblade. Was it Gunblade or Gunbreaker?
Gunbreaker is the class.
What is it like?
And
a
they just
short,
showed Alpha Node.
Is it like a short range?
Those who try to say
Short
It's a
range
tank.
class? Oh, really?
Yeah.
That uses a gun?
It's the gun. It's a sword, but it's got a gun on it.
Yeah, okay. That's so Final Fantasy.
Alpha Node looks awesome.
Is that a character?
That's the elven guy with the ponytail.
Gotcha. That looks like a sweet boss.
everything we did, everything we gave. What was it for?
I mean, it looks badass. It's just hard for me as somebody who's never played this game to get into this. Because it's so... Like, the Elder Scrolls trailer, I could get into right away. This is just way too heady. But it could just be an obscure concept. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, that's, you know, when I was doing the thing for the hot take, I said that all the content is still relevant in the...
Right.
So you can't really just skip through everything and get right to battle for Azeroth if you just rush to, you know, level 110. You have to go through the main story.
Right. I mean, anytime you do any sort of like alternate universe, alternate reality, it becomes complicated. It's just the nature of things.
Oh, without a doubt, it's definitely going to screw up some things, but it's not really time travel, which I'm okay with. I hate time.
But it sounded an awful lot like you were implying both Zodiac and Hydaelyn are not gods. But
they are gods after a fashion, yes. The eldest and most
Sarah looks good as well.
Seems like a bad guy.
No, Ysera's the cat-looking chick.
Oh.
That's the Garlean Empire Prince. That's going to be the main protagonist.
Gotcha. Coming out soon.
Yeah, it's coming out on the 2nd of July, and then the early access, which I already pre-ordered, comes out the 28th.
And give players just 5 seconds. Like, it's a good place to join the game to get into it.
Yeah, I mean, right now you got a lot of content to get through in order to even get to that expansion. Like I said, it's not like World of Warcraft. I haven't really played Elder Scrolls except for the beginning, but you're not going to be able to get to max level in 2 or 3 weeks. Gotcha. It's a definite 2 to 2.5 months worth of leveling.
Gotcha. Now we're looking at Dying Light 2 here. I'm really excited about this. This may be a horror game I play because it looks so badass. Parkour, like the parkour system looks incredible, mixed with first-person combat, like Dishonored style-ish combat, and then there's like a mortality system where the world changes based on your decisions.
Make it on VR and I'll play it. I'm gonna go do my campaign on Divinity. We restarted.
Okay.
Later.
Bye. I know. This is a horror game I would consider playing. It looks so good. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of, Amir. I saw the nighttime stuff that they did in the first trailer, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I can do this. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm afraid of. All right, come on. We got to be getting close to Avengers. Nope. Not here. That was a big picture frame. No, Nixon, no, you are not making the rules. That's not how this is working. That's not okay. I'm not okay with this. No. It should be 10,000 subs. I start playing underwater games. I'll stream. What was the game we wanted to play? Oh, the Raft. Is that what it was called? With the friggin' shark. Oh my god. I'd be sitting on stream crying like a baby. Subnautica, Raft. Oh. I don't know if I could do it. I honest to God, I fired up Subnautica when it was free on, I forget what platform it was on. It was free. I fired it up. I couldn't even get out of the starting zone. I was terrified. I'm like, oh my God, there's this little thing and it's chasing me. No, didn't work. I'm just a wuss, man. I don't know what to tell you. Look, if I don't have to, I said to Sang, I said, dude, you go in the water. I'll stay on the raft and build things. Just bring me back what I need to build the things. Yeah. That was cool. I mean, if you're into JRPG, classic JRPG. Nixon, if you get 10,000 subs by the end of the week, I'll gladly play whatever horror game you want and stream it.
Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. Enjoyed by fans the world over, has surpassed 39 million downloads.
The thing, and tell me if I'm wrong, guys. The thing about Square Enix that gets me, like they do their thing real well, right? The Final Fantasies, everybody loves it. The Dragon Hunters, it doesn't feel like they ever break out of that mold very. Like they don't break out of it very often, and which that's why I'm starting to feel numb to this whole thing. It's like, how much Final Fantasy can you throw at me?
This is the story of Ardora, a continent of Lapis. A tiny spark here ignites the flames that would embroil the entire continent in conflict. A conflict later spoken
Abzu? No, I haven't heard of that one.
As the War of the Visions.
No, I totally get that saying. I'm not trying to say that they shouldn't do it. It's just, as somebody that's not into this universe, it's hard to get into this universe because it's pretty much the same thing over and over and over again.
Horn, the great Western kingdom, governed by a policy of peace and its
Is this
brave and wise king.
This almost feels exactly like the Fire Emblem thing.
Fennis, where the king of the savages has organized the barbarian tribes into Ardura's mightiest militant state. Wezet, the great eastern kingdom over which reigns its icy despot. Crystal Sanctum, a religious city-state with believers throughout Ardura.
Yeah, it is a barrier to entry, and I wish I could get into it. Like, there have been very few JRPGs that I've gotten into, and I was much more interested in them as a kid, but
the fate of nations rests. All is for one's homeland.
Yeah, I think so.
War of the Visions, Final Fantasy, Brave Exvius. Now in development.
I did like Fire Emblem quite a bit. All right, it's 9:54. Ooh, new IP here? What's up with all the cryogenic freezing in video games recently? Oh, was that transition all messed up? I'm sorry, guys. I mean, it's by the Bulletstorm guys, so... All right, that looks cool. I'm feeling it.
Please welcome Sebastian Wojciechowski, Studio Head, People Can Fly.
All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Sebastian Wojciechowski, Studio Head at People Can Fly, the studio behind Bulletstorm and Gears of War Judgment. Yeah, any Bulletstorm fans in the house? All right. Wow, let me tell you, it feels great to be here and feels amazing to be able to
That's
finally
cool.
announce
Good find there, Amir.
Outriders. I'd like to thank the team at People Can Fly. You guys are amazing, and I know that some of you are watching this live,
Yeah.
even though
Bulletstorm was
it's
a
4 a.m. in the
long time
morning
ago.
in Poland, so make a noise for them, please.
I like that. Make a noise for them.
Thank you. Thank you. And of course, Square Enix for the help and support as we work together on this exciting new IP. You know, over the past few years, People
I
Can
wonder if
Fly
they're going to
has
show
grown
Babylon's
over
Fall. I'm
200
surprised they haven't shown it
developers
yet.
And 4 studios across Poland, the UK, and most recently the US to bring you what is our most ambitious shooter to date. To present more of our vision, I would like to take this moment to introduce a short video from our game director, Bartek Mita. So thanks a lot. More on Outriders this winter. Thank you.
Yeah, it's tough one though right now.
Shooters are in our DNA. It's our passion. And it's what we do. Outriders draws on all our experience from
I think
all
I
our
saw some
previous
third
titles.
person in one of the first monitors that was, just
It's
shown
a
there.
game we wanted to make for a very long time. We describe Outriders as a dark, modern shooter built with traditional values. By that, I mean we are creating an experience with a strong story that you can enjoy with your friends or on your own. We want to tell a complete story. We are confident we are building a shooter with a powerful gunplay, incredible weaponry,
cool looking weapons,
and a hostile new world we want to spend many hours in.
Oh. Badass looking
It's
creatures.
a game we've had in our heads ever since People Can Fly left Epic Games. Outriders is a 1-2 or 3-player drop in, drop out co-op shooter. In our game, you will create your own Outrider and journey across the hostile planet of Enoch in search of the source of a mysterious signal. It's a pretty dark and unforgiving world, and yes, there is a lot more depth to the game.
Yeah, really solid designs.
For right now.
Just show us a little something, little gameplay. Not gonna get it. I definitely saw some third-person elements on one of the computer monitors in there. I'm not sure if that was just a perspective thing. I'll have to go look back at that one.
Reincarnation is the foundation of our way of life. We celebrate the lives we've been given and offer up prayers.
No, this is not Avengers. No way.
It is grief of death which shackles the living.
I think this is another Final Fantasy game.
Indeed, there is no greater affront to reincarnation. So we turn our grief to joy as we send off the dead.
Interesting concept. A priest-based game.
But the souls of those who held back their tears in life still need salvation in death. A duty that falls to the Watchers. The Watchers sever the bonds that tie the lost to this world and send them off to the next.
Grim Reapers. Playing as Grim Reaper type
the
characters.
Emotions of the living and the dead. They prize life above all else.
It gives me almost like a hack.net vibe a little bit.
This is the story of one Watcher.
Yeah, I mean, okay. If you're into it, again. Polite clapping. Man, we are just cruising through these now. I think that's been, what, like 15 games? Come on, Avengers. I don't know what this is. What? Is oh my god. Oh, somebody help me. This is killing me. It just... Again, they do one thing very, very well. Can't knock them for it, but man. Oh, the damn title cards keep baiting me. Oh man, it's 4x3. Let's go. I don't have a graphic for 4x3. I'm not gonna lie, I'm struggling to get through this one. It feels like it. It feels like it, man. I get it. There's so much history to these games, but it is feeling a little cult-like. I know, Sang. Leave me alone. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go, boys. They just throw it out of nowhere. They're like, okay, here it is. Avengers Day. Sweet. They look interesting.
Thor, Tony, check it out.
They all look fat to you guys? Or is it just me?
This just got a whole lot more interesting.
Oh, there we go. Was that some gameplay? It looks like they're mixing in tiny pieces of gameplay here.
Was that a joke? Did Thor make a joke? Cap, they got pulsar tanks.
Yeah, really tiny teases.
Some say they were set up. Others call them murderers.
I'm feeling like this
Do
is...
the Avengers pose a danger to society? That was the question, Bruce. That was the question.
Well,
I feel like this is all a tease because you're not playing as the Avengers. This is like post-Avengers.
but that's not how this story ends.
No, just kidding. I mean, I'll tell you, I couldn't. The character models killed me.
Well, what are we waiting for?
Okay. Character models killed me right off the bat, but I mean, it's cool.
Please welcome Sean Eskai, Creative Director, Crystal Dynamics.
Good, at
and
least they're gonna
Bill
talk about it.
Roseman, Vice President and Creative Director, Marvel Games.
Yeah. A little worried about the character models.
Yeah. Thank you. We love you. Yeah. Thank you everyone. We are incredibly excited to reveal Marvel's Avengers to the world.
Oh,
A few
absolutely.
years ago, Crystal Dynamics and Marvel began collaborating on an original Avengers game. One that combined epic action-adventure with cinematic storytelling. A game where we as players can experience in both single-player and co-op what it's like to be Earth's mightiest heroes.
Do I have any true believers in the house? Yes! Awesome. Because you will instantly recognize your favorite superheroes and villains, but you'll also
Will you,
see
though?
that they're unique
Character
to this
model?
game, as this is Crystal's
Maybe.
interpretation of these iconic characters.
Our story begins at A-Day,
as San Francisco celebrates the opening of the Avengers West Coast headquarters and the team's custom helicarrier, outfitted with a strange experimental energy source. However, the day turns deadly when an attempt to steal this new technology results in massive destruction. Blamed for the tragedy, the Avengers are outlawed and our heroes disband.
5 years later, a horrific evil threatens the world, and our only hope is to reassemble Earth's mightiest heroes. You'll play as your favorite Avengers in an all-new original story showcasing authentic Marvel heroism and humanity. It's about losing what matters to you most and fighting to get it back.
Yeah! Okay.
Yeah!
Please clap.
Most importantly, this is a story about self-acceptance in the face of adversity.
And now they're going to add Hawkeye.
About embracing our individual powers and learning that together we are mighty.
Oh, guys, just show us some more, please.
You'll lead the team as the legendary super soldier, Captain America. You'll call down the lightning as the Asgardian god of thunder, Thor. You'll channel the anger of scientist Bruce Banner by unleashing the Hulk. You'll gather intel and strike swiftly as the ultimate tactical spy, Black Widow. And finally, you'll blast through the sky as the charismatic Tony Stark, known to the wider world as the Armored Iron Man.
To bring this incredible story to life, we've assembled an all-star cast.
Oh, my favorite Avenger is Hawkeye.
So, here we are. Avengers Assemble. Who are you people again?
Hi, I'm Troy Baker, and I play Bruce Banner.
Hi, I'm Jeff Shine, and I play Captain America.
I'm Travis Willingham, and I play Thor.
Hi, I'm Laura Bailey.
Look, that guy's playing Thor in Endgame
Hi, I'm Nolan
variation.
North. I play Tony Stark. There's certain characters I don't think you ever have to be
Dad bod version.
talked into.
Yeah.
You know, so we'd like to have you play Tony Stark, Iron Man. Yeah, yes. You know, everybody always portrays him as this super confident character, and I think it's a mask for him. I think he's one of the most vulnerable guys.
I think Bruce is just such a cool character. A lot of people are really quick to bring out the big green, but I think that Bruce is a super complex character. It's fun, and I've never played him before.
What is very relatable about Natasha is she's extremely capable, but she's at the core, she's human. She's surrounded by all of this larger than life stuff, and she has to
Who's your
step
character?
up to it.
I feel like Thor got really interesting in the last 10 or 15 years. For me, I like where he's kind of landed in the public eye, you know.
One of the things I think is cool about Cap is I never feel like he necessarily wants to be a leader. He accepts that he is. I feel like sometimes the best leaders are the ones who don't necessarily want to be, but they're right for the job.
Having an original story to tell as well, what they've done at Crystal Dynamics is great, so I think everybody's going to be pretty stoked.
The Avengers are at their best when they are all together, but the chemistry is do not shake.
Thanks everybody for joining us. Can't wait for you to be able to play the game, but right now, you don't have to wait for some exclusive content.
Gameplay.
Do the Avengers pose a danger to society? That was the question, Bruce. That was the question.
Did you even check the science? Did you check
It was a
the science?
heist, Bruce.
No.
We were outsmarted.
No. The Terrigen reactor was unstable, and you knew that, and you still paraded it before the entire world.
So what? We just give up?
We didn't give up, Tony. We failed. At least I can admit that.
We failed him. We failed him.
Oh, come on.
Please
That was
welcome
it?
Scott Amos, head of studio, and Megan
on.
Marie,
That's not
senior
exclusive
community
content.
and
I mean, it
social
is,
media
but-
manager, Crystal Dynamics.
I think he's probably talking about Fury. Nick Fury, maybe?
Hello, E3. You've just.
Oh my God, the yelling at this E3 is just stupid.
The cinematic and character-driven campaign of Marvel's Avengers. But launch is only the beginning of this adventure.
Marvel's
Yeah, him or Captain
Avengers
America.
delivers a narrative over multiple years with exciting new content released at a regular basis.
Like the Avengers, you and your friends are stronger together. You'll assemble into teams of up to 4 players online
Ooh.
where you can master extraordinary abilities, where you can customize a growing roster of heroes, and
Wait,
defend
what?
the Earth from ever-escalating
Wait,
threats.
what?
Oh, yes. Oh,
Okay.
yes. And to
Tailoring
make
it as
sure
a single-player game, and then boom.
everyone
No,
comes on this
online
journey
game,
with us,
growing
we're
roster of
incredibly
heroes.
thrilled to announce that every new superhero and every new region will be delivered at no additional cost.
Awesome. I'm so confused. Like, the first half of this was like A, and the second half is like C. Like, what is happening?
So our promise to the community is that we won't have random loot boxes or pay-to-win scenarios.
Great. Wonderful.
This game represents a collaboration across Crystal Dynamics, Marvel Games, I know you're out here, IDOS Montreal, these guys are here, Nixie Software, our new Crystal Northwest studio, and
I know.
everyone
Isn't that
at
sad?
Square Enix.
So our game is about embracing your powers
Hawkeye,
and living your
Spider-Man,
superhero dreams.
Ant-Man.
We have an exclusive gameplay demo in our booth that will show you more of the core campaign,
Whoa!
its
Show it
original
now.
story, and our superheroes in action.
So, Marvel's Avengers will release worldwide on PS4, Xbox One, Stadia, and PC.
Wow, Stadia plug before
We got you
PC.
covered.
Interesting.
And we're excited to be partnering with PlayStation to bring some awesome surprises to the PlayStation audience, including early beta access and unique benefits that we'll be revealing in the future. But before we go, we have one final glimpse into our world,
Gameplay.
including when you'll get to play this game.
I mean, PlayStation exclusives
This
got me like,
is
ugh.
what's next for the Avengers. Thank you, true believers.
Gameplay.
Damn it.
All right, this is gameplay. I'm calling it.
Plan, but it's risky. Hank, that doesn't look ready.
Come on, Tony, live a little.
That's Hank Pym. Right? Yep. Called it.
Unbelievable. It worked.
It's sort of cute when they're small.
Ah, didn't doubt you for a second, Hank.
A little Ant-Man action. I mean, this is one of those scenarios where like the hype level was so high that my expectations were so high. It's a little hard to match that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think that was it, guys. I mean, look, it was fine. It was exciting enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Final Fantasy games revealed during that. Yeah. I mean, no gameplay from that was pretty rough. And they mentioned something about a release date and they didn't talk about it. So, I don't know. I'm excited. I'm not excited. Obviously, I think Final Fantasy, you're either into it or you're not. But Marvel Avengers, that's what we got to keep an eye out for. Yeah, it did feel, I don't think it was lazy. It just felt a little lackluster, I think is the right way to describe it. It just didn't feel like it had a lot of polish to it, right? It wasn't designed, like the presentation itself wasn't designed that well. But anyways, I could ramble on. I don't want to ramble on. It's already 10:15. Thank you guys, as always, for joining me on the stream. Had a lot of fun. You know, our classic core group that keeps joining us for these. I really appreciate that. I think we got Nintendo tomorrow. Let me pull up the schedule here. All right, we got Nintendo tomorrow. I think I'm at work for that one. And then I think there's something else later in the night, but I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. Hold on. Let's see. We've got Nintendo Direct at noon tomorrow for anybody who's interested in that. Some more Jedi Fallen Order at 2 o'clock. And then really nothing else tomorrow night. I think that's really it. So, you know, so far it's been kind of a meh E3, but then again, Nintendo could blow us all away tomorrow. Animal Crossing, Luigi's Mansion, things like that. But anyways, guys, I'm going to go finish up some work. Thank you for joining me as always. And remember, my name is Codiak, and from everyone here at the Game Gurus, thanks for watching and play on.